Tell me your name and what you do for a living?
My name is Cordell. What I do for a living is I own a brand. The brand is called Stay Alive Studio, and it's a lifestyle brand. It started in 2014 by humble beginnings, because the truth of the story is that I was working for a job doing delivery by bike, and the boss at the time was like, my dispatcher just got fired. I just had to let him go. What am I gonna do? You know? And I was looking at my boss like I could be a dispatcher. Like, that job looks easy to me. And he looked at me like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, come here. Let me show you this. You know how to do spreadsheets? Because he really didn't want to do it.
Okay.
You know? So he showed me how to do the spreadsheets. I started doing the spreadsheets. I started receiving orders, sending out orders. All the delivery guys, all the bike messengers, and everybody started interacting with me. I used to be one of them, so I never used to really hang out with them because I was always on the street. But, you know, once I was in the office and everybody had to come to me to get to work, I started meeting everybody, all the OGs, all the bad actors, you know, all the, you know, the good guys, the bad guys, the fun guys, the funny guys, the silly guys, the lazy guys. Like, I started befriending everybody. And what started happening was the company started to becoming cutthroat. So they started asking me to tell the riders to do insane stuff, like carry 200 pounds of this product all the way up to 87th Street and come back, you know? I know from being a rider, that's OD. But, you know, I would just finagle it. I would tell the riders to do what the company needed them to do, but I would always tell them to stay alive while they're at it, you know? Because we all knew that there was no health insurance here, like, not really. If you got hit by a car, if you got injured, if you hurt your leg, that was it, you assed out, you know? So I would always tell my homies, like, yo, like stay alive, bro, like this job is dope, but we not trying to ride ourselves into the ground and not have a future, you know? Like, we got other things that we looking forward to in life other than making a quick paycheck, so, you know, stay alive. So I just started saying that, and my girlfriend broke up with me.
Okay.
When that happened, something flipped in my brain. Like, I was sad, but at the same time, I'm Jamaican, so I don't have time to be sad. You know, Jamaicans, I don't know what it is about me and my family, but like when we go through something, we just do things to get ourselves out of that hole, you know? So for me, my job was dope, my friendships were growing, then all of a sudden, girlfriend broke up with me. I was like, I can't deal with this, so I'm gonna start doing an art project. And my art project was to take pictures of my friends who are bike messengers, who do delivery, who ride their bike every day, who have messenger bags, who carry things so that they can help themselves get their jobs done. I started hitting them up and telling them, like, yo, I want you to come meet me at this location, lay down on the ground with your bike, empty your bag, and all the contents of your bag, I want to organize it on the ground, like, perfectly, so that when I take the photo from up top, because I was using the J train. When I take the photo from up top, I'm gonna basically see you, your bike, your bag, and all the stuff that you carry. And I started it with one dude, it turned into 3 dudes, and then it turned into 5 dudes, pause, and then it just got crazy. And then I started getting some ladies, I started getting Chandra, Alex, like all the homies. And then Instagram like was out, but it wasn't too popular. So, you know, if you're a young photographer and you're trying to get your work out there to tell your friends, look what I'm doing, you just put it on Instagram. Early Instagram, not the IG now. IG now is a monster. I'm talking about early IG when it was like 200 followers was like, yo, like, you know?
Right, that's true.
Freaking, yeah, bro. That project was in 2014.
2014.
And at that point, that's when Stay Alive started. Because it wasn't just me telling my friends a word, a sentence. It became a lifestyle for myself, because we were literally doing dangerous acts every day on our bikes, like the screen behind me. And at any given moment, you know, you could get taken out. So tomorrow's not promised. So stay alive. You know, that was our thing. And then I just stuck with it and just slowly turned it into a brand. And what I do now is less brandish. What I do now is personal. I collect machines. I self-teach myself how to use the machines, and I make my product with the machines because I believe in ordering stuff online and ordering from China and getting a bulk of product and doing marketing and selling it. Like I used to do that for agencies. Like I worked for Jordan. I've worked for I worked in the juice press design team. Like, so I've been around the world of marketing and product and not making product yourself, but more like needing to sell a t-shirt and finding the vendor, calling the vendor, telling them what the designs are, getting the shipment, like holding it up, taking a picture, putting it on the website, telling the customers, do an email campaign. Like I was doing that for those companies. So when I left, because it didn't feel too fulfilling, you know? You know, I just do that stuff for myself. But instead of ordering overseas, I just make the stuff myself, you know? I find my little hoodie supplier. I find like 10 hoodie suppliers, and I buy one hoodie from each supplier. And I throw them in the washing machine, I throw them in the dryer, I wear them, I ride in them, I sweat in them, I get them dirty. I take scissors to them, I take Velcro to them just to see what happens. I find the best hoodie out of that pack, and that's the hoodie that I use for my brand. You know, because my idea is I'm selling to my homies. I can't sell you no garbage. Because if I sell you a hoodie a year from now, if you don't like that hoodie, you're gonna look at me like, yo, bro, like your joint is whack, you know? And I don't like that, so I vet all my materials, and that's just how I am. That's who I am. Like, I want to wear it for myself. So if I'm selling it to you, I'm gonna sell you something that I would wear. And I make everything from scratch, so technically you are wearing something I would wear because I made it. Like, I made it for me, and you just so happen to buy it. So you know, it's like it's like that. I try to, you know, do the full circle hero's journey where I don't like burn nobody. Now, with all that being said, there are problems with running a brand and being new to it. The problem of fulfillment. Like, I'm bad at fulfillment because naturally there's only 24 hours in a day, and naturally I'm only one person. So if I say, yo, I'm gonna make a hoodie from my homies, and then 100 people order, and I wake up in the morning and see 100 orders, and I stop the orders, what do you think I'm gonna do? Refund everybody their money? Or am I going to hit the ground running and start making all the hoodies? Hoodie number 1, that man's gonna be happy because he got his hoodie next day. Hoodie number 10, that man's gonna be happy because he had to wait 3 days. Hoodie number 50, maybe not so happy because he had to wait 3-4 weeks. You know? Because I can only make one at a time. Hoodie number 100, I'm telling you, wants to kill me. Hoodie number 100 wants to, he paid a hitman behind me and snipe me like while I'm riding on 5th Ave, you know? So when I deliver hoodie number 100, I'm telling you, I'm so stressed because I'm like, wow, like never doing that again, you know? So starting a brand comes with crazy curve. It's like the horizon where you don't know what's on the other side, you're just going. You don't know what's gonna happen next, but you just gotta go and shoot your shot and freaking, you know, don't stop. It's gotta be like, good business is when you got a boulder chasing you down a mountain. You know what that means? That's customers, that's revenue, that's people looking forward to getting your stuff, that's FOMO, that's all those things. That's good. But what's bad is you being chased by a boulder. If you trip and fall, you dead, bro. You know. So that's another part of staying alive right there, though.
That's true.
Run. Don't get crushed. You know?
Yeah.
That's always been a battle of mine, trying to figure out how to be Mr. I make everything from scratch, and also figure out how to be. I need to service order number 100 just as fast as I service order number 1, you know? So, constant struggle. Yeah, but that's what Stay Alive is. Stay Alive is me.
Stay Alive is you. Okay.
Literally.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you so much. Also, since I started the interviewing the New York City cyclists, like most of the interview you have mentioned about the Stay Alive studio, or they have some like merchant of your brand. So I was realized like Stay Alive studio is kind of like a super loved by New York City cycling community. Why do you think it's kind of like a popular among these community? Yeah,
I would say the reason why I think Stay Alive is popular is mainly because I don't follow the same like rules as other brands. Not to say that I'm better than them or they're worse than me or they're better than me and I'm worse than them, but what I try to do is like I try to build a family of people. Not with lies and not with, oh, we hung out once so we're family. No, actually hanging out, you know, actually having a good time together. Like I traveled the Bike Messenger World Championships in 2016 in Paris, and when homies in the cycling community saw me from New York travel all the way to Paris to just hang out, not even to race and compete. I'm not no competing Bike Messenger and Alley Cats racing and in Monster Track. Like I've raced Monster Track, but I'm not racing to win. I'm racing to have fun, you know? So when homies saw me from Brooklyn come to Paris, France, and just ride around Paris and just have fun, they themselves don't race, but they race, but they don't race. They themselves have a brand that they want to start up. They themselves have a name that it sounds cool, but they don't know if they should launch yet. They themselves are young. They themselves have a bike that has made them money and also introduces them to new people. So when I see them and I know them from online and I see them in person, it's like instant brotherhood and vice versa. And that you cannot pay for. You cannot like design a brand and like that's lifestyle. Like you have to live that life. And I can't say that I lived it. I can say that I live it currently. Like when I step outside and I jump in my car and I go fly to another city or drive to another city with my bike, and I take my bike out the trunk and I build my bike, let's say I'm in DC, and I start riding around, the craziest thing in the world is when I'm riding for 5 minutes and I just hear somebody yell like, yo, stay alive. And I'm like, yo. And then I pull up to them and it's like three dudes on their little fixed gear bikes hanging out, waiting for their next job with their little walkie-talkie. And I'm just like, yo, what's good? And they're like, yo, it's like they know me, but I don't know them.
Right.
But I know them because I know who they are.
Oh, I see.
They're literally the me that started 10 years ago. That was just a young kid, no money, a cool idea, a cool bike, a bunch of friends, and we just trying something, you know? So, like, that is the best feeling in the world to me. That lifestyle, you know? Just linking with people, hanging out, talking, you know, grabbing a little tall boy and kicking it real quick, you know, just hanging out, man, having a good ass time, bro. Like, I feel like that's truly what makes whatever I'm doing stick, you know? It's like the pasta. When the pasta's cooked and ready, you take one out, you hit it on the wall. When it sticks, that's how you know it's cooked. You know, like Stay Alive has been cooking. You know, for 10 years, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not like it's like Nike. No, I'm not saying that. I don't want it to be either. It's a small niche, you know, like subculture of nerds that spend a lot of money on a thing called a bike, and people that drive cars look at us like let me get this idiot out the road. Like, why is he riding in the middle of the road? Because they don't know. But once that man behind that wheel gets on a bike and has some fun and feels good, gets healthy, you know, sees a bike race and it's just like, what the hell is this? gets to know people, that man will drive his car very differently after that. Because he'll realize, oh shoot, there's something here, you know? Like, I had no idea. And that's us. We look like a bunch of weirdos.
Right.
You know? We're never gonna be Nike. And I like that. You know? We're just small and we are big at the same time. Because, you know? You see your homie, you don't have to know him. You know that he knows someone that you may know. You know? And it's worldwide, it's global, it's crazy. It blows my mind when I think about it sometimes.
I understand. Yeah, amazing. I truly love your way of thinking about your. It's not like a brand, but it's more like lifestyle. Yeah.
Because the people that bang with it are people that live it.
Yeah.
And if they don't live it themselves, they know somebody that did, or they used to.
Right.
You know, so it's like, oh man, I used to ride my bike every day, but I don't anymore because I'm a dad now and I have a full-time job and like you hear that whole spiel, and a lot of the younger guys will hear that and they're like, what, bike life forever? And I'm looking at them like, bro, I'm 38 now, like I'm becoming that dude, you know? I'm getting slower, I'm not as fast, I don't be hopping out the bed, now I'll be limping everywhere, you know? Like all them years on my track bike, riding 48-15, flying up the Williamsburg Bridge, and if anybody would pass me while I'm going up, I would get pissed.
Okay.
I would be out the saddle trying to freaking, cause to me, I'm like, I'm the fastest thing that ever lived, you know?
Yeah.
Like cutting through the streets, no red lights. NYPD would jump out with their flashlight telling me to stop, and I'd be like, ski. Like, are you stupid? You know, like I would just be wilding, bro. Like, so much fun, man. You know, but now I can't be doing that. NYPD would grab me like yoink, by the hoodie. Get over here. What the hell are you doing? Okay. I'm slow now.
You're getting slow, but
I'm still fast, but I'm not as fast. You know?
I know.
I don't lie to myself.
Right. Gotcha. Thank you.
Welcome to Stay Alive Studio. Got some art from my favorite artist, Kim Jung-gi. It's the post-bed sewing machine. Just our sewing barrel machines from like the 1970s and 1960s. The traditional way.
One.
That one looks so much better, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. That's my favorite motto, man. But when you see somebody doing something that you want to do, that